Hello. Welcome back, everybody. We've been really busy. It's been a long time since I've been here, so we're just going to join into what we're doing. I'm trying to get the alt account up to where it needs to be at, I guess you would call it. I have to look at where I'm at. I'm at lip chip string, so let's go to the power contact. I don't know if I have anything to deliver here. Collect leading disruption reports. Okay, so we're at the other place, so we got to go back to the main headquarters. Okay, which I marked in here. The Vini base is just where I'm at doing with this. I had to pick somebody to make some money, so she was the closest to where I was at with my cutter. So that's what we're doing. All right, where have I been? What I've been doing? We've been looking for new iron studios, we'll just call it like that, which means new homes and stuff like that. And boy, what a time. They're really changing hands fast in this area. Basically, it's just to stabilize everything, what your outgoing payments are. It's very expensive to do this, but it should be worth it, we hope. It is a gamble of the unknown. Unfortunately, with these shingle roofs, you got 15 years basically, and you have to plan on replacing them. So, yeah, adding up all the little pennies and all the little bullshit like that, and just getting ready for that kind of thing. Making changes, planning on what we're doing, and it all takes time to research it. You have to be careful in how you pick your priorities and stuff like that, because that kind of thing will just dollar you to death. So that's what's been going on there. It sounds kind of stupid, but like you talking about window treatments and stuff like that, and changing locks, and you know, doing some new flooring and stuff like that, you'll be out 10 grand before you even turn around and take a shit. So you got to be real careful what you're doing. And then you say, how much can I do myself? Now the flooring stuff, I've been watching YouTube. It looks easy. I don't know. I'm probably going to try it. The problem is there's 3 bedrooms that are disconnected, and there's like 2 that are, but the 2 that are is the living room and the other one. So do you really want to do it your first time there and stuff? I'm struggling with that, but the pattern is already set in there, so you know, you're basically just tying in, and then your short stuff goes along the walls, which that in itself could look bad if you don't get lucky and have a good nice wide space there. You could probably prorate it what it's going to be, but there's also a way to you have to make a choice, because there's a way to actually do that, and there's a way to do it, center it, and then put your short pieces there, or you could put a transition in and go full length, and then redo the room, and then put, you know, your split your short distances over too. So it's you know, in other words, like if you have I don't know, 5 inches, you'd cut 2 boards to 5 inches, because that would be 10 inches, and you'd have almost a full width. Or you can just go and lay what you got, and then where she ends at, because it's along the edge, it don't matter. And then the little trick to it is you glue, like super glue or something, along the tongue and groove part of a laminate. They call them laminate flooring. I don't know. It's all fucking wood floor, fake wood, whatever the hell you want to call it. Same shit that you put the slats down. And it looks easy to do because there's just like a water membrane that goes on it, and like that. But just that little flooring, just for the 2 rooms I'm talking about, is about $1,500. So that's just about the materials, not to mention the tools and the time and all that bullshit you need to do. So, and then you have to terminate the house you're in, whether you're selling it or you're mortgaging and stuff like that. You still have a last month payment to get out of it, and just stuff like that. So, and then of course we're going to get in here. But anyway, back to Elite Dangerous. What we're doing is I'm running the power play merits. You put about 4 million in and you get paid 50. So it's a deal to do it. It's 10 loads. It does take time, but you know, when you slow down and you want to log on once or twice here and there, you just do it and get it over with, and you kind of slowly work on your funds while you're away. And then if you got extra time to play, you do what your power play, all of them have different bonuses and stuff that you can do. So you do that. In other words, some of them have cargo runs where you can do that. You do that if they have that. This one here, and then Zach Hudson have the bounty hunting, which is 20, 40, and 50% increases in their controlled systems. and I think it's the I don't know what the hell you call the other one, you know, exploited or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but that's the deal. Or you do the community goals, and that's what we've been doing. So if you get lucky and have them both, like right now, I think this week it's in Denton Petraeus's systems. It's pretty awesome, but you ain't gonna get the benefits, because if you join it the week of the community goal, then you don't have enough time for that to all kick in, unless it because they're both over Thursday, you know. So obviously that stops you from playing that game. What else is going on? Not much else, man. Just like I said, just that shit's all time consuming, because it's taxes and it's, you know, salary history and where'd you work at 25 years ago, and just a bunch of stupid shit. But you know, when you're borrowing somebody else's money, that's how it goes. So you gotta do what you gotta do to get there, and it's all time consuming. So I apologize for not being here. I didn't have the Thargoid Wars yesterday because it was just finding all these loose documents, writing down stuff that we needed to do. I actually had my protege, I'll call him that or whatever. It's, you know, it's a relative that lives away or whatever, you know, it doesn't matter. He was very instrumental in getting this and getting that and helping me get information, but it took us like 4 or 5 hours to do it all, so it was interesting stuff. And then I finally realized that I forgot. I woke up, I don't know, I napped out at a thing in the afternoon or something like that, and I realized we forgot the damn door locks, which I know it don't sound like much, man, but you know, 3 or 4 deadbolts, that's another $100, and you gotta throw that in the kitty, okay? So just remember what I told you: $1,500 for the flooring for 2 rooms. If I did the whole thing, it'd been about $3,000. Okay, so then you got $100 there for the locks, and you got window treatments on it. You're not going to do a window for under $100, and that's cheap shit. So, you know, let me see: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 windows at $100. That's another $1,000. So there you go. And you go, ouch, on your wallet, because you're putting out so much. And we have to put out, like I said, you know, when you terminate a house, you have to put out that month's utilities and everything else, because that's the month you transfer from one house to the other. So you got to pay for it, the old and the new. So that's like doubled. So kick in another $2,000 for that, you know. I ain't gonna say 2,000, whatever it is, you know. 1,000 depends on where you live at and what you're doing. So it's like really ass expensive to do this shit. But if I do it, my expenses will be the same for the next 30 years. Plus about $15,000 for a new roof in about 5 years and stuff like that. So I think it's the right thing to do, because our houses, we're about well, everybody knows the economy crashed in 2008 or whatever like that, and we're about, I think in Florida, we're about where we're at 2004 and 5. So get ready, it's coming. It's a judgment call, you know. It might not happen, but it might happen too, because I know investors are flipping shit, and where I'm at, pretty good. And then the area you get into, you really got to get like a homeowners association, you know, because your next door neighbor might have bubble sheds and stuff like that. That's gonna knock, you know, 50, 60,000 off the price of your fucking house if it's 200,000. Believe it or not, I'm just telling you, I ain't fucking living there, you know. And I had all that shit too. So, but some places ain't made for that, and it's ridiculous looking. And if you do outbuildings, you know, you need to fucking take care of them. You need to paint them, and you know, fucking take care of them. Yeah, if it's an old beat up fucking shed, you know, what is it, $250 to go buy you a fucking new one and just put your new shit in the new shed and crush the old one and throw it out. You know what I mean? All that stuff costs money. So, and I get it, you know, the guy might be old and retired or something like that, I don't know, but all I can tell you, it looks like shit. And that has a factor on where I decide to buy it. And the other thing, we looked at another house too, and it had that T111 siding board shit. Do not do that, okay? Or if you do that, you make sure you put vinyl siding or something on it, man. It's expensive to do, and you can do all this shit yourself, okay? But number one, you got to have the time to do it. If you work full time, you do not have the time to do it, so you're gonna have to fucking hire it out, unfortunately. And basically, the cost of your materials plus times 2, maybe 2.5. That's what you're going to spend to have somebody else do it. If you need a rough estimate, you need to fucking look at Home Depot. How much is this? And just double it, and then add another 50% on top of that. Or just fucking multiply it times 2.5, and you'll be real close to what the hell is going to cost you. So, or plus 1.5 times, or you know, do a little algebra, however the fuck you want to do it. Or you can just say 2 times 2.5, and you'll be there close enough anyway. So yeah, I'm bitching and whining, and I know it, and that's okay. But that's where we're at, and I know nobody's probably not even watching now, but I'm just yakking while I'm doing this dumbass shit. Like I said, though, it's an investment of like 4 million. Once you get up, the first 10 million is a pain in the ass because it's 20 here and 20 there, and I need to actually do this on both accounts. So I'm probably going to do this here. I don't know how much I got in here, but I know I'm at 10,000. When we deliver them, it'll pop up. I'm not going to open up the right panel and check it, but I know I'm not there yet, so it don't really matter. Okay. And then all I do is I have these marked. I found a controlled system that's pretty close. I just pick it and just do it. This way you don't, and you know, if anybody, because you'll have some people bitch about, oh, we do power play and shit like that. You do this close to their home system, you ain't hurting nobody, and it's a good way to make credits. Okay. If you want to do the stuff and then play in power play, go to the expansion systems and stuff. I don't think them damn voting keys work. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and rotate them like I said, because I am like really short on time, and I wanted to jump on and get a video out because I don't even know. And then next Sunday I have to go out of here, Sunday afternoon or Monday morning, probably Sunday afternoon. I think she's leaving. I have to be out of here for Sunday. That's right. I have to leave because I'm covering somebody with a relative of mine that's sick and needs care, and I'll be there until the following Thursday or Friday, probably Friday. Person I'm counting on said Thursday, but I doubt if he'll show up Thursday, but that's okay. And most of the stuff that I had to do for prep work for what I'm doing has already been done, and then it's just a waiting time for closing anyway, so I'm not busy. And the person I'm talking about is very important to me, so that comes first over any damn thing anyway. Even if I have to delay shit, I don't care. So without that person, I wouldn't be alive. So that's where we're at. And I think the volume stuff are just fine. I don't know. I got it turned down in my head. I can't hear it, but it's not important. And what else? So I guess talk about what's coming up. If I can get on here for a half an hour and stream a little bit and just make like a little quick video, I'll do that, or maybe just record it and just put it up. Maybe I'll put like 1 or 2 up for the week when I'm gonzo, or check in with you. I guess I can do it on my phone and let you know what's happening. I'm going to a beautiful area, I can tell you that. But boy, it's been, I mean, it's, you know, it's been like rain so much down here, man. And the grass, oh my God, it grows so much in Florida. I'm in North Florida to be exact, but, and I know Shadow said it is hotter in Orlando. No, it's not. Anywhere in Florida, you get inland, it's fucking hot. And it depends on if you get a breeze or not like that. And it depends on if you're open or not like that. So, and it's not 10 or 15 degrees hotter north than it is, because hell, it's only like 2 hours south of me anyway, where he lives at. That's why I was laughing. I didn't get a chance to respond to him and typing and shit. I just let him go. But we all love Shadow. He's pretty cool. But he's got an inside job, I can tell you that, because he got the earbuds and stuff like that, just from the way he talks, and he's very talented in his presentations and everything like that. I used to work outside, so I'm kind of sort of used to it. I haven't done it in a long time, but let me tell you, it's fucking hot. You walk outside and you do something for a half an hour, you're sort of sweat, okay? And I'm not kidding you. And the way you battle that shit is you stick your head underneath, you grab a water hose, wet your head, okay? Keep cool and keep hydrated, okay? And unfortunately, when you get older, your body's not going to tell me I'm thirsty or something like that. Basically, when you walk out the door, you need to take a bottle of water with you and you need to start drinking it, okay? I'm just telling you. Unless you want to have a goddamn heat stroke and have some serious problems. Because if you don't, you're going to be in trouble. And I'm practicing to myself. I'm preaching to myself, because I do that shit all the time. Oh, I can cut this grass quick. You know, I'll go grab my lawnmower. It's a push mower. Because my yard's not big enough to warrant a riding mower. So, you know, and it's good exercise. It makes me move my ass around out with my damn computer chair once in a while and stuff like that. That's like today, I got to clean up the iron studio. So I'm going to do this just as quick as I can. And I wanted to get this done, though. And it is a priority of mine, because I haven't seen you guys in a while. So that's where we're at. But yeah, I got to do that. Because it didn't get done this weekend. Like I said, I apologize to Malcolm Hepburn and MiG-20 and things like that. But like I said, that shit needed to be done. And most of it was just thinking about shit we had to do. Because we weren't even sure we were going to go after this one. Because, well, it's kind of like an as-is deal. But I have information on it and the sighting and stuff like that. That's important to me, man. Because, I mean, like I said, you know, you go 15 grand for the roof. It's 12 to 15,000. Okay, I've heard both numbers, but I know it's in that neighborhood somewhere. It's still a lot of goddamn money, okay? And I got to poop that shit out within 5 years. So, yeah, you can get a second mortgage on your house and stuff like that, but you don't want to fucking do that. That was my major mistake when I had what happened to me happen, and it fucking hurt me, and I had to walk away from everything, and it sucked, okay? But I did make the right decision based on the information I had at the time, because I had 130 on mine, and the one got dimmed down the street sold for 91,000. That was newer than mine, had tile floors in it, all that kind of shit and stuff like that. And I just said, screw this, because you're talking siding and roof. It would have been like 38,000 somewhere in there to do all that shit, and I owed 130. That would have put me up almost 200 grand. And I didn't. Number one, didn't have the money. Number two, couldn't go back to work at that time. It was just fucking impossible, and like that, and that's where we're at. So, and now, you know, with the limited abilities and things I can do, we are where we are. So, and then you got to end up, you know, you got to remember, life's a rat race and stuff like that, and I'm kind of like starting over again, which really sucks. So, but anyway, that's not all my problems. You know, I don't give a shit about that. I'm here to have fun. You anyway. This is what we're doing. I have, I don't even know, but we'll see. Drop this shit down. And this will help. And anyway, like I said, you do this and then you get 50 million. I don't know if I've actually captured that on film or not, or video, or whatever the hell you want to call it, whether I have the 50 million, but you do. And you can go to any power contact, wherever the hell you're at, and you can collect it. You just hit power contact and the 50 million shows up and you collect it. The other benefits, I don't know. I really haven't seen them. There is a place over here to go bounty hunting. It's called Jura, but that doesn't help you to maintain your merit count. So, but we'll get it here. So I got 7,354 merits. So we're just going to sit here and do this until we get over 10 grand, because that's where I need to be at. So, and then when it turns Thursday or Friday, I'll get back into it and do it real fast on this account. I'll try to do it on the KM account, but because it takes time. It's about 4 trips per hour, I think. Back when I used to trade, that's what I'm remembering. I could be totally off base with that. I don't know, but that's what I think it is. It's been 17 minutes to this point, and I've also been running out my mouth and stuff like that. But and the other thing is too, you see I'm buying 50 of them at a time. When you first start out, you're going to buy 10 of them and stuff like that. So what I recommend you do is do your 10, get your 1,500, and then when you get 25, then just start racking it up a little bit. Okay, the 1,500 is level 4. So basically, let the first week turn over and get your level 4. If you want to do a couple extra loads, but to sit there that long to say click, 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 and get up there, it's a pain in the ass. Okay, you don't get 50 available until you get to level 5. So that's what I would say: is go in, join your power, get to level 4. Okay. Because like I said, when you can only load 15 at a time or something, because it'll say 100,000 for 10 of them or some shit like that. And you can see it, I'm doing 50, so it doesn't take near as long. Okay, but it still takes a while, because I gotta do whatever I gotta do. I don't even know how many trips that is. Somebody else can do the math on me. I know I'm at 7,000, so I know I got like 3 to do or something like that. So, or probably 4 trips to cover it all. Which is basically an hour. That's why I cranked it up and said I'll stream a little bit just to get this done. So I'll get this out of the way, and then I'll get off the air and do what I gotta do around here, which won't take long either. But it is a little dirty because it's been however many days it's been. So got the coffee, get your tea, and let's just get to it. Oh, and then the other thing I forgot about too was the air conditioner on the other place. Yeah, it was like old and shit. And the one I picked, or we picked, is only like 3 years old, so it should last a while. But those things, I mean, you know, these homes are built, I guess you should say, okay, and then they sold or whatever like that, and we're back to the prices where they sold in 2005. I don't know why this particular, but a bunch of damn investors on them in here, I can tell you that. It's like trippy. Not a lot, not every house. There is some single family owners that are primary residents and stuff, but I would say 1 out of 10 maybe. So 10% are investors and stuff, which flip the properties and shit, and they keep the properties going up and stuff like that. I don't know if the market's slow or not, because it says on Zillow it's slow, but I ain't sure I believe it, because I think certain neighborhoods can get hot, kind of like that. And where I'm at is one of the lowest crime deals, and the homeowners, you know, you're not going to get Bubba Redneck next door and shit. And I'm not saying that. I mean, you know, you can have a fucking boat, you can have an outbuilding and stuff like that, but keep the shit up nice, you know, tarp the fucking boat and make your, you know, get a goddamn building. Don't fucking throw up no goddamn Home Depot shed where it's fucking rusted in a year or two. That's just fucked up, man. Because you fuck your neighbors too, you know. Or if you are gonna do that, hide the son of a bitch. Put a big old fucking big high fence around it, like a almost like a dumpster shit that you'd have for a restaurant, you know. Do something. But don't fuck your neighbors, man. And you know, and nobody's gonna do that just for cosmetics to look, to not offend somebody else, because that ain't fucking cheap either. That's about $50 a goddamn board feet for just a 6-foot fence. You can imagine what an 8 or 10 is, you know. And here we go. Connector making matchmaking error. What the fuck is that? I've never had this crash before. That's pretty fucked up. What the hell? Don't tell me they're having this fucking problem again. That's kind of crazy and stupid. Well, that ain't cool. Where the hell we're going? Back me up way the hell out there again, right to the fucking sun where you drop in here at, whatever. And no, I don't have anything running. The only thing I got up is the screen capture software, whatever you want to call it, and the other thing, and I've got it coded in low, so that's not the problem. It's just they're having server fucking issues again. Every time they goddamn do one of them patches. How many freaking patches have we had? I know every time I've started this game up and I've been missing here, or out AFK, let's put it that way, from streaming, it's been like ridiculous. Not ridiculous. I'm just saying every time I do it, it does that upgrade. You get that fucking upgrade screen or something, whatever the hell you want to call it. So that's where we're at. Alright. But that's cool. And I hate this part too. You can't fucking see shit. I don't want to. I'm trying to hit the shift key. There we go. See where the hell I'm at. I can't see the throttle to see if I'm in the blue. And I know, yeah, you can set it 75%. For some reason, my keyboard shit and the generic keyboard crap doesn't do that. I think it thinks the throttle's on the fucking joystick or something. I don't know. It's just fucking stupid. Maybe it does work. Nope. Throttle ain't even hooked up. Because I use a generic joystick. That's basically to steer it and to shoot, and then fucking everything else is on the keyboard. The WASD keys, what I call them, is WAS and D. And that started out with the Indiana Jones games that I remember, with Lucas, whatever the hell his name is, whatever that gaming company is, and I started using that, but it's alright. So anyway, we're going to put this down here as soon as it lets us enter here without going stupid, because I lost all my speed coming in too, so it takes like twice as long to get into the dock. And yeah, I'm bitching because I wanted to do this quick, not fucking take all day to do this shit. So we're gonna go an hour, or we're gonna go as quick as we can. So we'll do that and we'll see what happens. And yeah, I could probably dock it quicker, but every time I do that shit, I wreck the shit out of this fucker, and it just cost me a bunch of, not a bunch, but a little, you know, about 50,000 repair costs or something. But I know, just be patient and breathe, and it'll get done sooner or later, or gets done when it gets done. But we're gonna keep on schedule with what we gotta do. So. Plus I got the D thrusters in here, so yeah, it's not going to be the fastest because I tried to make it lighter. If I put the A's in here, and I have a, I actually had a set for in here that are modded and everything like that, I don't know why, but it gets in trouble. Like it'll fly, you know, it's just too strong for it, doing what we're doing with it. So and the D's just seem to work better, where I don't get in trouble with it without a shield. Without a shield, it wouldn't, you know, really mattered. But you come out the door and you gun it or whatever like that, it'll really, the acceleration's like too fast, I guess. I think it's dirty drives I got on it with drag drives or something. So because I was playing around with this to do a Thargoid thing. I don't know if it was this one or the other account. Shit, I don't remember. I just remember one of them I didn't like too much because of that. I think I got B's on here. Let me see here. I got 8D. You can see that. So I was accurate what I said, but I don't think it was on there. I don't know if I got 8A struck thrusters on here and stuff like that. Because I bought an Anaconda and I started swapping stuff around and everything like that. So they may be on that. I don't know. And that's sitting down to HR 1183 just to, you know, ready to go for our Thargoid wars when we pick them back up. And that may be a while. I can't even tell you when that's going to be because I can't schedule it. Because the future is just too unknown. So we're going to go make sure everything's fixed, and we're going to go to contacts, and we're going to just load up again. Okay, you want the second one here, collect garrison supplies because you're fortifying. Okay, I should have showed you that, but it don't matter. But basically you're coming in here, and if you go to fortify, okay, and your thingy, which we've covered this already anyway, so I don't need to do that. If you don't know, I mean, you can Google it and shit like that. How to fortify a power play. That's all you got to do. Well, because I got to sit here and click like an idiot for. But that's what I'm saying. When you have 10 or 20 of these, this is a pain in the ass. This is a pain enough ass with just 50 of them. So I don't know why I don't say, you know, fill up your fucking cargo for 4 million would be awesome. That's something they need to do if they're talking about quality of life improvements or something like that, because this is just stupid. I know they're trying to limit the cost or whatever like that, but they can raise up the cost of it where you can just fill them up and go on about your way, because this is just not right, you know. I don't know what the hell you want to call it, but I'll just fill them all the way up to 784, because the other ones are left over when you come back. Don't feel like if you have 780 and you're gonna get 4 of them, you'll have 46 left here when you come back. So don't be worried about that. But you want to, you know, you want to go fortified. You're gonna see preparation. Okay, that's preparation, and that's fortify. Make sure you got fortify if you're doing it on this method. Okay. Because if you do the prepare shit, you're going to have to be flying across the fucking galaxy, and it's going to take you a lot of time to do that. And we're just here for the credits. We're not here for shields. We're not here for whatever. I think she has the Imperial Hammer. I don't give a two shits about that. I'm here for the bonus and the bounty hunting and her controlled systems, and I'm here for my money, basically, on this account. This one already has the prismatic shields now. On the other account, I have the prismatics, but I might kick him up later on today, too, to that. Because, like I said, the cleaning is not going to take me that long, but it does need to be done. So, we're going to do that next and whatever. So, but, I mean, my priority was to do this, and I'm watching the time very closely because I'm going to go to 1 hour, and that's pretty much it, because I wanted to do this, and I'm fixing to take a break, too. When we get done with this, I'm going to fly over to the other system, and when it's auto-docking, I'm going to take a little smoke break, and we'll come back and go. And then finish out, you know, whatever we're doing, wherever we're at. My goal is to get 10,000 of them. So if I'm close enough, we'll finish it out. If I'm not, you know, if I'm like 2 loads away, then I'll come back later and do them. Okay, but that's what I'm saying. You just seen I put 18 on there. The other difference will be left here when we come back. And then all I do, like I said, here I can show you how real quick. Okay, and I'm going to make this quick. So if you ain't paying attention, stop the replay or whatever like that. But you see that, you see control. Okay, all you gotta do is go down this list and find the closest one to you. Okay, like 96 for that one. I think there was one up here that's real close, like 7.2 whatever. It doesn't matter, you just pick one closest, and that's the one you fortify. Okay, so obviously we already got ours, and I know the last 2 times I've already getting there. And then you mark them in your thing, you see, because I got fortify Lavini and Lavini base. Okay, so Lavini base and fortify Lavini is my fortify base, whatever the hell you want to call it. You call it that. Put some A's or B's or C's in front of it so you can find it. And then, you know, you can order it any way you want, but I put like engineering stuff, I think is EE, I mean, they're different on both accounts. I don't know, but and most of the time, if I'm currently working on something like a community goal or something like that, it's always AA, so it's at the top. And then, you know, hopefully one day they'll come up with some folders or some stupid shit like that. And then basically my home port has been where this is, okay, where my cutters are for this kind of thing. Even if I'm out and about, I'll come back here because I don't know how long it's going to be before I get back on the game stuff. I do know this one needs credits, so I try to make this happen. And again, okay, after your initial investment is 10, I think it's 10 million or something like that, and you ain't gonna get your 50 million until right back. I don't remember how it is. I think with the whole total thing, I think it was 91 million, and the guy made like over 5 weeks 150 million credits. But he was doing the bounty hunting and stuff like that. But all I can tell you, if you just stay hanging in there for 5 or 6 weeks, you'll get all your money back plus, because your initial investment is going to be 7 million, and you're not going to get that, okay? And then you have to have 7 and a 4 or 5. Let's just say 7 and 5. You got to have 12 million to get up to 50 into your second week, okay? But in the second week, at the end of that, you're going to get 5 million credits plus 55 million total, okay? So out of that initial investment, it's not that much. I believe that's correct. I might be missing something, I'm not sure. But I found an article from a couple years ago or something like that on, it might have been Reddit or maybe the Frontier forums and stuff, because somebody did an excellent experiment with a big old spreadsheet and seeing if it was worth it or not, because I always thought it would be. But the longer you stay and you keep rolling over that 50 million, okay, once you get there, your investment every week is going to be about 4 million, because you're only talking about 5,000, okay? 10,000 is 9 million, I think. 9 million, whatever. And I might be lowballing. It doesn't matter, even if it's 5 million, you know. Then you do it, and here I go doing the loop of shame, but whatever. Because I'm sitting here thinking, and I can't remember what the damn initial cost was. But it's worth it because, you know, during your campaign that you're doing it, in the middle of it, you're basically, just say you're investing 5 million, but you're getting 50, so, you know, what's the problem? And it's a lot better, you know, hoping and praying for missions or trying to find the latest gold rush or whatever like that. If you can afford a, just a D-rated cutter, okay, put some kind of decent, at least like a B-rated shield on it. If you don't want to, you know, because if you're like broke, and then you need at least 10 million credits to get started, and then you also need, the first 2 weeks, okay? So you need the 5 million plus the 10 million initial, okay? But if you're only going to go to 4, then, you know, like I said, you need about 10 to 12 million credits in the bank to even get this started. He's saying 100 million, I think he said, or something like that. I don't know. I'm not even going to go into that. But all I can tell you, if you got a little cash and a little bit of time to invest in it, this is a good way to go. And it's like a weekly paycheck. You just got to work for it, that's all. But it's better than grinding shit and stuff like that. And if you need the cash, the only place that I know you can go get cash right now is you need to buy some kind of passenger ship and go to Robigo. So you're going to be doing one way or the other. Don't run any shields. Run automatic docking. I have never been scanned down there, not one time. I mean, they might have fixed that now because I haven't run it since this patch popped out. But before, I was taking illegal passengers, not even getting scanned. I'll make about 15 minutes a run, but basically you're running from Robigo to Sophos, which is like a 3 jump thing with the A-rated frame shift on it. Mine's engineered a little bit, maybe it's because of that, I don't know, but that's a beluga liner, so whatever you got. Anaconda works the best, I can tell you that. So I'd take a damn Anaconda down there, strip it out, put passenger cabins in it, first class, whatever you can fit in it. I know you can't stick the luxury in there, but there's enough down there, and that's the only thing I know as far as passenger missions where you ain't going to outlay a whole bunch out of your pocket. Or go to one of these places, you know, pick something from the Empire where you get the cargo runs, okay, and do them, and, you know, just trade the slaves. That's the only other thing I get, because you can get 20%, whatever the hell it is. I don't know after you get up. But a big chunk of cash right up front right now, I don't know. I've been seeing some stuff like that. Yeah, Anthony, I've been really busy, man. Trying to buy a home and shit like that. We've been looking at that, and you know, already know I got an elder person in my family that I've been taking care of. But it's good to see you, man. And I just figured I'd get back on here because I've been doing this in the time, off time, and this is my power play stuff. But it's good to see you. How's everything with you, sir? Everybody staying healthy and your family and stuff? I hope. It's been hot as shit down here in Florida, I can tell you that. that's what I've been discussing so far. Is I'm learning how to do that wood flooring shit, laminate flooring and stuff, because I have a potential home that I'm looking at that we actually are made an offer on and stuff. It's just so expensive, and I'm just whining. So anyway, what I'm doing is just doing the fortified thingy here, to get my 50 million credits a week salary, just to keep these going. So I figured while I had to do that, I'd get on here and do it, and I'm already 35 minutes into it. So, and I'm just going to go a short hour this morning just to get something out there. I'll try to get videos up, just show you what I'm doing. But I mean, you're talking about drawing roofs, and it's a major decision to buy a used home, and I've just been going on and on about it. That T111, they have a T111 hardy board down here, and I hate that. Busy with my day job, police, LOL, but everyone here is doing good. Thanks for asking. You're absolutely welcome, man. That's what it's all about, I feel like I know everybody here that I get watching. I know Chris Wu, as everybody in this community is so awesome and stuff like that. So it's just been hot, man. But yeah, and I'm just whining because every time you turn around, window treatments, this, that, and the other thing is fucking money, more out of your pocket, and it just ain't fun. That's all. But it's got to be done. So I mean, I don't want to be in the shower. Hell, one of the bathrooms in the master bathroom is up front, and the way these homes are, they have the dual, like, regular standard windows, kind of like side by side, to make it like a bay look or something like that. So to keep the houses uniform, I guess. In other words, I don't want to be taking a shower and somebody seeing my little wanker, peeping through the fucking window and shit. It's just stupid shit, but that's what I'm saying. But blinds and curtains and all that shit, about $100 a window, I think, is what I was looking at. And that's just because how much stuff costs nowadays. And I know you can go to Walmart or something like that, but I ain't gonna put that cheap shit on my window, because that sun will just tear its ass up down here in Florida. Anywhere you live at, pretty much in the South. From South Carolina South or North Carolina South, it'll chew that shit right on up. Bleach it different color and all kinds of crazy shit. So that's where we're at. And today's little goal, yesterday I didn't do the Thargoid works because, like I said, I was busy scanning this, scanning that, really crunching numbers in my head and shit to see if I have a limited amount of cash. It's a lot of cash, but I'm never going to be able to put that cash back. So once it's gone, it's gone. So just can't get it through there. And I have to actually hire a roofer to do some repairs on it, because I got some missing shingles and stuff like that. I'm not doing FHA, so nothing has to pass a homeowner's inspection and stuff like that. I'd actually like to have 20% down, but after my accident, everybody knows I'm like starting over again at fucking 55, 60 years old. It's a pain in the ass, man. So, but I'm trying to stabilize everything, so I know what it is, till the day I die, kind of like what my payments are. And that's not going to change much except for your taxes and your homeowners association fees. And I know I don't have to get a homeowners association fee, but down here, yeah, you do, because like I said, you'll have a nice neighborhood, and then even in that nice neighborhood, somebody's going to bub it up and throw a fucking little Home Depot shed out there, and it gets all rusted and stuff like that, and that'll not, if you're going to leave it to somebody, or you're going to treat it as an investment, that's going to knock 20 grand off of something, that's an eyesore, and it don't even have to be on your property. So but the one we looked at otherwise was the home inside was better. The one we made an offer on it, then I just withdrew it because I started thinking about it, and it had that stupid siding T111 bullshit, and then it had an air conditioner. It looked like I was about 13 years old. It was old as shit, I can tell you that. That wouldn't last and stuff like that. So the siding is about 10 grand, just rough ass off my estimate. $8,000 will do 100 lineal feet, 150 lineal feet by 10 feet, because that's the way you have to figure it. It's 1,500 square feet, they say. So basically divide by 10, that leaves you 150 feet. So take like a measuring wheel and go around the outside of it and shit like that. But that's to have somebody else, vinyl siding that is, to cover that shit up, because basically you can screw some insulation over top of it and run the vinyl, and that'll protect it. But problem is with that stuff, the ends of it, okay, down here in this moisture-ridden, humid shit down here, they fray and stuff like that, and then they start expanding and shit. And then over the years it gets worse and worse and worse, and then it starts letting moisture in and stuff like that, and it's really a pain in the ass. So you either need to replace the T111 siding on the sides completely, and say 12, when was the house built? 12 years they're at right now, because they saved it by painting it and stuff like that. But you can tell, like on the back door, they got the shit all gobbed in there and stuff like that. And it's not bugs, it's not anything, it's just fucking moisture, okay? And that's it. And then like when you do bug spray, you're spraying the side of your house anyway, so. And then like with these heavy rains we get, these tropical rains down here, they just fucking bounce back. It's just the ends of them. Just like, the best way I can picture it is, you know, that cheap solder wood furniture you buy, you spill something on the floor with it or something, it gets like screwed up. And that's what I'm saying. And it's not that bad, but it's like the same thing, just takes longer, that's all. And I don't know why anybody would do that. So whenever you're doing home construction or something like that, I know you got to be cheap as shit, because it is a lot of money. But god damn it, upgrade your siding to something. Even if it's just cheap ass fucking vinyl siding, it's better than that shit. And the vinyl siding can actually go on that. You can do it your fucking self, you know. But it takes time to do all this stuff, and goddamn, we work all the time, you know. Who wants to do that? So I don't know. When I'm hearing something go beep beep. So anyway, I don't know how many merits we got. Any look. So I've got 8,100. So 700 would be 8,800. 700. I got 3 more trips to make with this stupid shit. So I think we can get her done. And yeah, I'm using the auto dock because I don't have absolutely no shields, and I can't fly worth a shit with this big ass boat thing. Especially when you're used to them little ships, and I've been running all around. I went to the Anaconda site this morning as I'm doing the speed engineering, that's what I call it, or the iron engineering quickly. There's an Anaconda, there's 2 places you can go to. Everybody knows about the one in Rare, but I don't think people know about my second one. And I went there. It's about 100,000 light years out, so it takes time to get there. But you get the grade 5 materials, you know, zirconium, whatever, grade 4, grade 5, tungsten, all that good shit. And you load up on that. I only did probably about 10 rolls, so I probably got whatever the hell that equals to. But you get 3 of them, 3 or 4 per round, and then you log in, log out, and do it again. And that helps. Let's see here. So I'm going to contacts, click, and then power contacts, and then we're going to load up again. And that's what I was saying, okay? And the other thing, too, going back to this video, if you've been continually watching, remember I took 18 out, see how I got 32 left, and you just load your 32, and you start it again, okay? Now, each click I do is 500,000, like I said. You are investing in this to do this, but I think it's like 5 million. I don't remember how sure it is to load it up. I have to go back and look at all that shit, or you can figure it out, okay? We're doing 5,000, basically. So 50 of them times 500,000, so 100 is 1 million. So you can figure it out. I might be crazy. Maybe it's like 40 million. I don't know. I'm just telling you, it makes money. I'm not losing anything by doing this, especially when you roll along with it. But it takes a good 50, I think it's 91 million to get established. But if you keep it up throughout the whole time, you keep that going. So that's not too bad. But otherwise, we're doing all right. But yeah, and then like I said, it's the politics shit. I've been watching that a little bit. I ain't really been getting into that too much, and it's just crazy. It's just fucking stupid. I don't think I'm just settling in the fact that I'm starting to agree with Chris Rue. You know, it's just people that want to control you and your money. That's what politics is. Why even fucking go vote? Because it's ridiculous. And then the 2 retards that we got to vote for in the last election in 2016 on the big one. Some of the congressional races, what I've been looking at around here, are just, they're even worse than that. Let's just put it that way. It's ridiculous. So we'll see. And there is, when you make a policy change and stuff, there is going to be extraordinary circumstances and stuff like that. But unfortunately, those guys do not pay to interpret the law and stuff like that. I read something today about this lady was a mom. She was married. I don't even understand how it worked, because I thought if you married somebody, that automatically made them a citizen, but apparently not. This guy owns a bar wherever the hell it was. I'm not even sure. Maybe Kansas City, that's where it was. So I read this story, the guy owns a bar or something like that. Anyway, his wife had a daughter, so him and the daughter are still here, and they deported the wife too. And they said wife, so I believe they were married. I don't know if they were or not. But they deported her after, you know, she's probably been here for like 30 years, but they deported her ass back to Mexico. So, yeah. And that's fucked up. I mean, you know she was paying taxes and shit, man. She had to be. At least the husband was. At least the business was, anyway. Maybe they weren't paying her Social Security or something like that. I don't know. And that was unfortunate because you got to use your judgment in that shit, too. So, I don't know. But like I said, I don't have a call in that. I don't know what the deal was or why she was even pulled over and checked, so, or how they even found out. But whatever. Probably pissed the wrong person off is what I think, which is unfortunate. So anyway, she's down in Mexico, wherever the hell they said she was at, and then she FaceTimes with her daughter. And it's kind of sad because the daughter is either 11th grade or 12th grade, because they said something about a prom. I didn't really get into the article too much. And that was on, and that's a case that the liberal people found and stuff like that. But like I said, I do believe it because I know shit like that has happened before. And those kind of people, I wish they'd give them a pathway to citizenship. And yes, I'm a Republican, I'm a staunch Republican, but that's just fucking wrong. So, but that's my bitch with Congress is they can't even agree to fucking say, this week's paper bag lunch will be red, so bring a red bag for lunch every day. They can't even fucking decide that. They got just too much horseshit going on. Not to mention healthcare and the rest of it. And don't get me started. I'm just fucking bitching. It's just disgusting, but we're here for Elite Dangerous, not all that crap, so I'm just stuck watching that shit for a lot of the time, sometimes. It sucks. Not stuck watching it. There ain't nothing else on. Football's coming on, but I don't even get lower. I like that anymore too much. I don't know. Not because of the stupid standing and stuff like that. It's just been too much stuff about the concussions and shit like that, And we all know what that shit can do. I mean, look at Muhammad Ali. That was a goddamn shame. And you ain't gonna tell me that wasn't because he got the shit knocked out of him a few times with that rope-a-dope crap he got when he was older. So, look at the end of his life. Like, that was really a quality life. So that's all sad. So I don't know where I'm at on that one. I mean, I love football. Or American football, I like it. You know what I mean? I don't like soccer. Never really have. I don't really get the point for watching somebody run around up and down the field for 3 hours and score one. I guess my complaint just doesn't have enough offense to it. But ours they ruin too because you can't even, can't put your hands on the quarterback. You're going to get called for a foul. So I don't know. I'm just in the bitching mode today, I guess. Who knows? It's like this or that. My new hobby, the drone flying, I'm getting pretty good at that, man. I was surprised. I got a Phantom. It's actually a Phantom Standard that I found for $350. They came out in 2016. I found it last year, I think, on wherever the hell I got it. I don't even know. I looked on it. I might have got it from eBay, but I've looked on Amazon. I don't remember where the hell the purchase was, but anyway, I picked it up, so that's all good. But I'm getting pretty good on it because I have it. I made my own little tub. I don't know what you call it, but them little Rubbermaid tubs. So I took styrofoam. I saw somebody do this for something else. I don't remember what it was, on YouTube or some shit. But anyway, it's like 1 inch thick, so you glue the layers together and stuff like that. So that's the first thing you do is cut them to fit the tub inside it, right? And then basically you can make, any kind of pattern you want on the inside of it, like a tool case or this or that or something like that. I think I got 6 of them in there, maybe 8 or 10 of them. I don't know. But I glue them together. I don't even remember what I glued them with. You got to be careful what you glue it with. I do remember that because you're about the fucking plastic. But apparently I found the right stuff. Anyway, I got little pockets for those little batteries are about 2.5 inches wide by, I want to say 1.5 by like 3 inches wide or something like that. So I got a couple compartments on that. And then there's a controller. I got him cut out. And then I upgraded the controller. I put a different antenna on it. And a tablet holder. Okay, they got these tablet holders that you can actually screw into the white part of those little Phantom thingies. But anyway, I'm pretty good on that. I landed that sucker on a 1x1, just say like a 1x2 area. When I brought it down, I had the camera vertical and shit. Stood in the same place, didn't even go near it or something like that. And then when I got closer to it on the auto stuff, I turned it back down. Electroshock therapy device. I heard that. Electroshock therapy device. I don't have that, but yeah, I agree with you. I don't know what you're referring to, White Buff, if you've been hearing me bitch. I probably need that too. But that don't mean we're unnormal. I think the rest of the world is just going freaking nuts. So I don't know which part of my conversation, what you're talking about, but whatever. Or if you need electroshock therapy device, if so, I need one. Electroshock. Oh. Well, it wasn't a Tupperware thing. It was filling up inside the case, and it's for my drone. That's what I was talking about. I got you. Oh, you want... Okay, I got you. I need the shape of it and stuff. Okay? My email is usirontanker@gmail.com. And if you send me a picture of it, I'll look at it. But I got you. Okay? It's a Rubbermaid tub. It's not a... not a Tupperware thing, but I got you. It's a plastic thing and stuff like that. Nah, it's not wires. What I was saying was the controller. I changed the antenna on it and stuff like that, but I made cutouts. It's a tub, a regular storage tub, about 18 inches high or whatever you call it, and you stack styrofoam in it, and you start cutting out and stuff like that. And then I have battery storage and stuff like that in it. But hey, it's better than spending 120 bucks for a fucking... Somebody else does it, and they make their own suitcases on the outside. I think you can get them on Amazon for 62 bucks, but I did that for like 10, so there you go. And mine's a hell of a lot of storage. That's for a Phantom SE drone. It's GPS coordinated and shit. So I got about... Drone was $350 or just say $375 with taxes and shit like that. And then the upgrades were about 20 bucks a piece, which is the tablet holder and the... where the hell am I at, Facini? Let me pay attention to what the hell I'm doing because I'm trying to get this done. Power contact. Yeah, I got to deliver them. That's what it is. Anyway, the drone was about $350, just say $350. I don't know because it wasn't $375. I did $350 on the drone, whatever the taxes are. I don't even know if you have them on eBay or not. Came from out of New York actually. Gimbal camera was in good shape, and I flown this pretty goddamn solid too. I flown this bitch into a cypress tree down here, goofing around. What happened was I was going to do like a point of interest to see if a follow me thing was working, and they changed the software because it used to be, it's called Alti mode, which is not GPS controlled. You're basically flying a drone you're on and you're fighting the wind and shit like that all the time. So I turned it off and I didn't really know what to do, and the wind blew it right into a fucking cypress tree. It was funny. But those things are so rugged, it didn't really hurt it. I snapped one prop, and that's all I had to change. The other one's got grass stains on them, but they fly like shit, so I haven't trained them, but I should change it because it looks like shit. I was a grad, so... Alright, how many fucking... I didn't even look what our total was there. What do we got? We're at 8,900, so I still got 2 loads left. So, let's head on back. That's what I'm doing too, is I'm tired. I'm making sure that I fixed everything because I'm flying without no damn shields doing these stupid mission parts of it, stuff like that. And I haven't been here for like almost like 2 weeks, so it was good to see Anthony today too. I'm going to try to pop on here and there, but I'm trying to buy a home right now, so I'm like, my schedule's like all fucked up. Let's just put it that way. Plus I have a sick relative. Well, that's my mom. You know, I ain't going to... There ain't no reason to hide that shit from anybody. What the fuck do I care? It ain't like she's going to watch this and get embarrassed. She's terminally ill, so my sister wants to take a trip because it's her 60th birthday, my sister's. And I'm going to go do this. And I just left this set. But like I was saying, you know, you look for a home, and we did that. And then fucking looking at the taxes and stuff. I have a certain amount of cash to work with. Or actually my spouse does, I should say it the right way. My spouse does. One of her relatives passed away. And we were like, you know, everybody knows I've had medical problems, we'll just put it that way. So, fixed income and all that kind of shit. But where we're at, it's like about 2004, 2005, whenever homes started peaking and shit. It's kind of like that. So I got the bright idea of trying to stabilize the rent. We'll call it that. Now where I'm at, this guy here gives me a good deal. In other words, my rent's only been increased for 25 bucks since 2010. Okay, and what they want to charge, what I'm seeing charging here for the same houses for the same thing, that's $1,050. It's $1,500 in here. Okay, for the same shit we got that I'm in right now for that amount. So my thinking is that's not going to stay the same. So I got the bright idea of that. So with everything thrown in there, insurance, homeowners fees, housing associations, and there's some people that don't agree with that, but I'm going to say to do that because, like I said, if you can get them for like, you know, 500 to 700 bucks a year in 2018 prices, it's worth it having it because it's going to keep your neighbor from throwing a bubba shed out there and keeping your house values up instead of, in other words, somebody's going to pick your neighborhood before they pick the next neighborhood. Just trust me on that one, okay? And I never thought I'd be guilty of that because I hate homeowners associations and stuff, but being limited and then what the investments are that I'm talking about and stuff, and you're buying it as a home, it's not an investment, but you're probably trying to protect it for, you know, whoever's going to inherit it or whatever like that after you're gone, or for yourself. You know, I don't think about my life as like ending and shit like that yet, but you know, I'm not that far from permanent retirement and all that bullshit too, so it's hard to say. You know, it sucks because I'm kind of like starting over again anyway. So anyway, you go through that thinking in your head, you know, and you're making a decision whether to stabilize your payments, you know, and we're talking probably about 15 years for me, maybe 20, and then I probably ain't gonna be here anymore. But in that time frame, I know how much my outlay is gonna be, unless the taxes go up or something like that, which is possible, you know, but it ain't gonna go up. They're not gonna go up that much. It may go up in that whole time frame of like 25 bucks, okay? We'll cover all that shit. And then the homeowners fees, you know, you gotta say in that because you gotta vote in it. So that's where we're at. I'm just trying to figure that out. So you start with that, and then should I do this or whatever like that. But just the cash outlay, my God, you know, window treatments. It's about 100 bucks a window now for window treatment. So you're gonna put blinds on it, and you want to put curtains and do that shit. It's just it's a mess. So that's it. Yeehaw. Yeah, that's not bad. That's a good deal. Yeah, I know, but like I said, there's other people, my spouse and things like that, and I gotta stay close to medical facilities, unfortunately. So I don't want to get out in the middle of nowhere either. I mean, I have that option too, but and absolutely hardly nothing out of pocket. But I'm not interested in that because that ain't no fun. I mean, what do you do for fun? You know, here where I'm at, I go right up the street. I got a nice seafood restaurant. I got this. I got that, and we don't do much. The beaches are close. I love the beach, man. You know, I got some awesome drone footage of a beach a couple of times. I think I deleted what I had. Otherwise, I'd put it up. I don't remember if I threw the last one up or not. But I had a good shot of a bridge crossing the water, intracoastal waterway. I was up about 500 feet, and I was only supposed to be up 100 feet. I shouldn't even say that on YouTube, but whatever. That's why I don't put them on YouTube. An hour, I know. I can say that over there, too, what I'm talking about. It was my family owns land over there, but like I said, I'm not interested in that. I want, like, 10, 15 minutes away, not fucking an hour. But I hear you. But I know you get good internet speed out there because if you're playing Elite Dangerous, that's a good thing. But that's just because Northern has their shit together. Down here in South, they don't, you might be in one area and be able to get 100 megabytes up and down, and in the next area you're going to get 6. Not the difference. Not the differences in the same installation in the same company. It's just the different services available depending on where you go. So That's where it is. Well, see, I'm in the U.S. too, so I'm not definitely not going to Nepal, so, or Nepal or whatever. But yeah, we just been yakking about what it is and stuff like that. So I've been on about right at an hour, and like I said, I was just going to come in here for an hour because I do, unfortunately, got to clean up the Iron Tanker Studios because yesterday was just filled with searching, prices, taxes, window treatments, how to put flooring in. I'm going to try to do some laminate flooring too, which I've been watching that on a video. I was going to do one of the back bedrooms. It's hard to explain how this house is. It's already got some of that that wood shit down in the kitchen, and you come in from the front of it and stuff, and then you walk through the house, and then it's got it in there, and then right across they have a transition right across the whole big great room area. And then it's got carpet toward a fireplace and stuff like that. And then the master bedroom has carpet in it, okay? So basically, you have to match up what kind of wood it is and then do that. But I'm a rookie on doing that. So that's what I want to get into learning too. So I can try to do that. Because the flooring that I wanted just for the big great room area, and because I don't like carpeting, and then the master bedroom is going to be about $1,500 just for the flooring, okay? Then you got the tools and all that bullshit on top of that. And if you hire for somebody to do that, you're probably looking at about $3,500, I think. And I'm not doing that. So if I can do it for myself for half the price, so I want to try that. But good seeing you again, White Buff over on Twitch and Anthony at YouTube. And we'll catch the rest of you guys next time. Take care, everybody. And I'm sorry for missing, but you know it is what it is. I've been busy, so. Here you go. Here's a little quick one for you. We'll try to keep them going when I can. Take care, everybody. Till next time.